vamos con todo. De verdad, es una gran oportunidad para todos aquí en Estados Unidos.
¡Bravo!
Buenas tardes.
Mi nombre es Patti, disculpen la interrupción, pero estamos entre traduciendo y traduciendo y hay varios puntos que no agarramos, no es mi intención interrumpir. Pero creo que es una oportunidad muy grande y creo que si no entendemos todos lo que significa ese negocio, no lo vamos a perder. It's very important for you guys. I don't want you guys to miss how important and how the opportunity is in this business. We've done business, I was talking to you, we've done this before, there's no loss here, there's nothing to prevent you moving forward. First of all, there's 3 ways to win here, or to get money, or do the business. It's A, it's just like we're selling sales. Just regular catalog, move along with the catalog and make the profit from it. There's number 2, instructions of
Network marketing.
Network marketing, that's what the word is. We can make lines, just like we did it in the past. You introduce someone to the business, and the person introduced to the business, you're always going to get money from them. Like she was saying, the example that she put in, that if they don't start selling or anything like that, you're not going to lose them. That's the advantage of this business. You don't. You continue to win. If they make a line and there's 10 people below them and they don't do anything, you're still continue you're going to continue to get money from them too, even if you don't shop at all. But there's bonuses. You have to at least buy $226, which is a minimum buy a month. That's it. But if you don't get your bonuses, if you don't make the $200 a month, that's it. Which in other companies is $1,000, even more, and you will lose your discount. It won't happen here. You will continue to get it on top of getting money from the direct sales. You will get your bonuses, and see, they always get like, I get nervous. See, when I'm here, I get nervous. I'm sorry. Like number 3, they will always see your effort. They will pay you extra. If somebody else gets their,
well, you have your bonuses basically,
right.
And the bonuses, it implies different ways of getting those bonuses.
Yes.
Okay, I guess the one that is there regularly, month after month, and it's been there for years already on the other end, is when you recruit someone with the empresarial or the 5 stars.
Yeah,
Those 2 would actually help you in realizing that there's a bonus. Okay, every month, every day, you would go out there and recruit someone on a daily basis. Okay, so we get money right there and there. Okay. Now, additional bonuses include also the special yearly events or different events that are organized through the company, and along with one of the biggest kicks, I think in my case, is relating to the car. Okay, I mean the car issue is solved. Okay, I've been in different companies that talk about providing 5, 10 different cars on a bonus approach. This company actually came forward about a year and a half ago with 166 vehicles in Guadalajara. Okay? And it was a product of that is actually Marcela and Miguel que have their car, from there. Estamos hablando de los carros que dio la compañía, based upon your effort, of course, based upon our effort. So the bonuses is an additional factor that would be coming in addition to the direct sales, in addition to the network marketing, which again, some people may direct specifically for that, and then in addition to that, you have the other option, which will help you, will motivate you as far as looking at additional stars that can help us in earning additional money. Okay? And there are people driving all throughout the country in their own different cars after the bonuses, in addition to direct sales and the network marketing. So in that case, we're the first ones in the States to take advantage of this opportunity, which can help us on one end in the States, on the other end in the bilingualness. As you can see, there's going to be a definite need for the other side of the coin to be able to be here as well, not only in our Latino or Mexican population, but in all the other groups as well.
That's what I wanted to, that's very important for us to
Thank you, Ignacio.
share, especially because our market, it's I mean, it's
It's
versatile for us.
Yes.
Especially for the bilingual, we can actually reach more people.
A different world.
And it's, yes, our opportunities are incredible.
Humongous.
So I want you to, when you leave, understand how the opportunity, the opportunity is incredible. If you share, there's no lose in this company. There's no way. What you get is how much effort you put into it.
With minimum investment.
Yes.
You have as minimum as $30, which no other company is going to give you that option. Or you can go in and spend a little bit more or a little bit more, getting more benefits. But initially, only with $30.
Exactly. And I was going to try to explain that I was telling you. The 5% that she's talking about, it's only if you're at 40%. You'll get 5% for everybody else if you're at 40%. But if you're the 10% is if you're 50%, which is so easy to, I mean, how many companies we've been to that we invest thousands of dollars, which I was. I know you guys have too. You will never lose your discount. There's no such a thing as like, I don't spend $300, you're never gonna lose it. It's always gonna be there. It's totally up to you where you wanna get. This is your opportunity. I'm just happy that you're here. Second, real quick, I think I explained to you guys. This is the levels. It's like you're on the top, you're 40% off, right? And your level either goes, I would say down, right? Yeah, it's first level, second level, third level. They'll pay you all the levels, 5% for all of them. If the other person above you gets 10, if you are in 10, you get yourself to 50% off, you start paying you 10% from them. And you will go below the same thing, so 5%. But the most important thing, I don't want, just like we were talking, I don't want you to get confused.
Let me just
Go ahead.
say briefly, okay? What is being presented here on the board is that, let's say that you're coming out at 40%, okay? In which you'll be coming in with the $30 kit, okay? You will be coming in here. Let's say that you bring somebody else into the business and that somebody else comes in with the same kit at $30. That means that here, if you have the first generation, that's where the 10% actually applies. Okay? In other words, everybody and anybody that comes in, that you're invited into the business, that comes in with a basic kit, you will be getting 10% off of those individuals as long as they don't qualify into the empresarial, because there they go into the 50%. So anybody and everybody that you invite and goes in with a basic kit, we will be getting 10%. You will be getting 10%. Let's say that you would be at 50%, and you invite somebody and they come in with a basic at 40%, then you would also be able to get 10%. Okay, it's just a sample basically.
Not a sample, but if we're in 40% at the beginning, we'll start getting the 5%.
If we're at 40% from here, we can get 40% from anybody coming in at with a basic kit, or we may be able to get 5% if somebody comes in at 50%. Okay, so in other words, and that's a very good point. Okay, even if we bring somebody with the more expensive kit, that person will always be on our downline. Okay, so that means that if they come with a basic 40%, it will be 10% as you. If they come in at 50%, you will still be getting 5% of them. Anybody coming in under you. Okay, and that's where first generation on a general basis would be earning you 10%. Second generation on down, or coming in at 50%, would be able to generate 5% as long as they're within the 3 generations. And that would be several levels. Okay? So that's where I guess that's known. This second example, this other example would be if you're at 40% and somebody comes in at 50%, you would be getting the 10%. Is 5%. 5%. Okay, the 5% here, it would have to be if anybody would be coming in invited by somebody else. Let me rely on the masters. ¿Cuál es el punto aquí? Si viene a 40 y entran a 50, ¿por qué dice del 5%?
Porque así es. El único punto en el que ganas 10 es cuando tú estás en el 50 y tu invitado Yo voy por ahí.
A ver.
Ese punto para que no hagas referencia, más importante es que uno de los candados fuertes en otra compañía es que cuando te brindan,
Ya no gana.
ya no ganas dinero de la gente que viene. Aquí lo que queremos hacer referencia es que no importa en qué nivel estés
Tú
tú,
sigues ganando.
siempre que invites gente, siempre vas a ganar dinero.
You're always going to be
Yes. You'll never lose it.
Whether you're that person coming in is at 40 or at 50%, you will always be getting the 5% if they're invited, okay? And if you're at 50% and people come in at 50%, you will still be able to, of course, get that 5% coming to you because of being under your organization. Okay?
But like we were saying, this is telemarketing. That's like the extra
Network.
money you can.
Network marketing.
Network marketing.
Not direct sales.
Yeah, network marketing. Sorry. That's
Okay.
how you can get extra money. Like the beginning, since the beginning, you're gonna start winning. But with, like we said, we're not gonna go over it the same thing. If you start 40%, you can start getting the 5% from everybody else input in your level. And the second thing,
Is there a way to upgrade to 10%?
of course, that's the kit, the
You go
presentation
up
kit.
and buy a kit later.
Exactly.
It will
Remember?
move up.
Yes. Remember, I was telling you, if you're unable to spend and buy the presidential or the 5-star kit, you can always do it 3 months. In a matter of 3 months, you can make 678, and you automatically put you 50%. They're never gonna bring it down. There's never gonna be a minimum purchase that you have to do in the future. You're always gonna stay there. The people behind you. That's why I always recommend go for the 50%. It's very important. Why are you gonna wait if you're gonna do it? And if you have the money to do it, what if you do the $30 kit and someone that you introduce likes the business? You will not be getting the bonuses because you're not that thin. So if you're able to do it, I strongly suggest it. I think that's it.
Thank you.
For me.
Thank you.